This is Outside the Round with Matt Burrill, a Raise Rowdy podcast.
Well, my man, the king of crab country, the pride of Maryland, my man Luke Borchelt. How you doing today, my brother?
Not so bad.
Not so bad.
It's
I'm all
good to see
jacked
you.
up, bro.
You're
We were
clearly
just talking
jacked
about
up.
that. I broke 90 on the golf course for the first time in years. I got these Zimo. I don't even know how
I
to
was
say
like
it.
checking your can. I was like, this guy.
No, I'm not drinking.
I know
I'm
you're
sober.
not
Yeah,
drinking,
I'm
man.
sober. I
That's
got
all-
the.
I
I got
think it's
this.
so cool.
I got this cold brew coffee and everything, brother. But
It's really special.
speaking of jacked up, seems like life has just been wild for the Maryland boy.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year. It's been, I think, a year. It's not even been a year since I first came to Nashville, and like, it's crazy.
Yeah, because I remember that one of your first events that I think you did in town was with us over at Live Oak.
It was the first round I ever did. The first place I ever played in Nashville. The first place I ever went was a Raised Rowdy round.
Well, we're honored.
So thank you, man.
Yeah, dude, and you've done events with us at Live Oak, at Winners, RIP. Now it's the Duck Blind. We're gonna have to get you over there at some point, and even at the Rusty Nail, you've hit the trifecta.
It's not Winners. Is Winners gone?
So Winners closed back in March, and then we moved our Wednesdays over to Losers, and then we moved. And then they reopened as Riley Green's Duck Blind. So now it's Riley Green's bar, and the two bars are connected. So there's like a hallway where you can walk back and forth between Losers and Riley's.
Wait, but Losers wasn't owned by.
It's the same guy, same owners.
Oh, but they stopped calling it Winners and Losers?
They stopped calling it Winners. So Losers is still there, but now it's Losers and Riley Green's. So the Duck Blind. So that's where we were last night.
That's awesome.
But yeah, you've done all of our different events. You've done our Wednesdays, you've done our traditional rounds, and then you've done our Rusty Nail events.
Showcase. Oh my gosh, yeah, the Rusty Nail.
Rhythm and Smoke.
Yes. Dude,
You and Garrett Del Tuba, the other hometown boy, dude. Love Del Tuba. He was a little drunky pants last night. We had a good time with Del Tuba. Oh, yeah. Oh, Del Tuba was like wobbling around. He's like, man. And I'm like, dude, you're having a good time. He's like, yeah, man, I've been drinking too many of those damn Surfsides. He was having a good time. But yeah, dude, when we think of like Raised Rowdy kids, like you're one of our guys.
Thanks, man. When I think of, my fathers and dads, I think of you guys.
I don't know if I'm ready to be a dad just yet.
Yeah, no, seriously, I like loyalty is everything to me. Like I don't. I need a lot of help because I don't really trust people that are from where I'm from, and I feel like God has put like people in my life that I was supposed to meet early on. I feel like you guys are part of that, where it's just is like people I feel comfortable around and organic, like a place I could play that felt safe and fun. And
yeah, dude, we try to make it a fun like community thing, like come as you are kind of thing.
Yeah.
And our first impression of you was like, man, this is different. Like, I'm like, how does he get his voice to sound like that? Like you're just up there and it's like you don't need any kind of like auto-tune. Like your voice just does things that.
Oh, can you say that again?
You don't need any auto-tune. Yeah, like your voice just fucking does things that nobody does. Like
Getting
it's
a lot
crazy.
of hate online right now.
You're getting a lot of hate on like people saying that your voice is auto-tuned?
Yeah, a lot of people like thinking it's all fake.
It's like go see a live show.
Yeah.
Go see a live
that's
show.
what I would say, yeah.
You're like, you're not big enough for anybody to be tuning your vocal live. You're just out there with your homie play.
I'm about to raise Rowdy around. Like, can we plug in my rig? I need to like tune my vocals.
Yeah, we need to tune our vocals at the Rusty Nail.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That's how I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I love playing live, and it's funny people on the internet think that I don't, or like that I wouldn't, or like that everything's fake. And I'm like, dude, I'm at the fucking dock bar in Annapolis right now while you're hating on me online playing 3 hours of covers. Like, I'm out here.
I'm out here sounding just like this, man. Sounding just like this. And it's like Nick and I always talk about like things that kind of make an artist successful. And it's like, obviously like the song's got to be there, and then it's like distinct voice. It's like when you hear that guy or girl sing, it's them, like, and you have that, and the songs obviously are just such a different kind of thing, and then also a distinct look, and your vibe is just unmatched. I love your Honda Ridgeline bit, bro, and I love how you carry yourself, and you're just you. You're not trying to be anybody else or sound like anyone else in the game, which is really cool, man. Really cool. So how was this last run with Boozy? I didn't realize you had a New York connection too, by the way. I didn't know that you were a New York, like you lived in the city and did all that stuff.
Yeah, 6 years. I was in Brooklyn and Prospect Heights for 6 years. But the run was awesome. You know, Shaboozey and I connected because of DMV connections. He found one of his friends, I think, sent every rate in a group chat. It was like, yo, this kid's from Maryland. And that was in April. I mean, it was like Easter morning, I remember, that he DM'd me. And my life changed ever since then. I mean, the Beyonce album hadn't dropped. Bar Song hadn't dropped. We just became friends and hung out in LA. And his team has just been like so kind to me. Like the fact that I you know, it's not lost on me. Like anyone would want to be on that tour right now. And the fact that he like wanted me, like got from back home, you know, that he wanted to put me on that it's humbling, honestly. It changed my life, like single-handedly. Gave me a platform.
Yeah. And got you out to all these different places.
It's my first tour ever.
Yeah, your first tour ever is with fucking
in my life. Was opening up for Shaboozey.
Where was the first show at?
Minneapolis. Thank God. You know, I was like, you know, I'm glad that we started in Minneapolis. But I mean, the weight of being at First Avenue was like kind of heavy because, you know, it's like Prince's venue. But it was good. I don't know. We practiced hard. People ask me, I'm just like, I put all my nervous energy into rehearsal. And by the time we got up there, me and Warren, who produces all my music, it was just like, okay, we're good. We're ready. And it's like only 20 minutes. I'm usually playing like 4 hours of like Morgan Wallen on you know, at a seafood restaurant. Like I could do 20 minutes.
Yeah, dude, that's something I remember like when I was out with Trey and Muscadine, because they both came up doing the cover scene heavy, and they were like, "Oh, 90 minutes is nothing. Even 90 minutes is nothing when you're used to doing 4 hours in a bar where people really don't give a fuck about you, and then they're coming for a ticketed show." It makes it so much easier. Like taking all those times playing those little breweries. I know there's so many breweries up there in Delmarva, bro. Yes. I know all about those breweries in Delmarva. My family, I think we've talked about this. My family lives just outside of like Bethany Beach in Delaware.
Oh, really?
So I've spent time like hanging out in Ocean City. My dad used to live in Annapolis. My sister lives just outside of Baltimore.
No way.
So I know that area.
I know we talked about your Maryland connection, but for some reason I thought you grew up in like New York.
I did.
Okay.
I grew up in New York, but most New Yorkers now are moving to Delaware because there's no fucking taxes.
Yeah.
Dude. Everybody's getting to Fenwick and Dewey and Bethany and Rehoboth and like those beach towns, man, because it's a lot.
Rehoboth is my favorite.
Rehoboth is just, it reminds me of.
I'll draw a line.
Yeah.
I'm like, because everyone, you know, Ocean City is like big where I'm from. But I'm like, I grew up, we always went to Rehoboth.
Yeah, dude. Rehoboth has a vibe to it. And obviously there's like there's more cultural kind of things there than like a normal beach town.
Yes.
The boardwalk there, the little shops, like it's a laid back kind of vibe. And it's actually very clean.
Delaware's chill.
Delaware's incredible. Well, they call it slower lower for a reason,
yeah.
You know, and there's been like a history of country music that's come out of that area. Like you look at of course like guys like Jimmy Allen, you look at like Brothers Osborne,
but they're from where I'm from.
Yep, Sam Grow. Like there's a lot of folks that have come out of that world. Now Boozy, yourself, like it's a cool spot. And
Jackson Dean.
Yeah, Jackson. And Jackson played that scene for a long time as a fucking kid.
I played Jackson's Garage as I think 18-year-old, and like when I was rapping.
Oh, you were rapping?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that. You were fucking. I didn't know.
Yeah, I used
to
have a project called Airbud.
Airbud,
like the dog.
Dude,
I was a rapper.
Put little snack pack pudding cups on stage.
Dude, this is amazing. I mean, this is like the kind of podcast story, but like I played Jackson Dean's garage. His dad was a mason, and they had like a garage, and they would like host shows. And I came there when I was rapping and did like, I had like a band. It was kind of like a rock rap thing. And I played the show there, and his dad was like, "Man, you should call me if you ever quit doing this, rock shit." He was like, "If you should make country music, and if you ever do, call me, because you need to stop doing this rock and roll thing you're doing. You should make country music. And I remember calling him. I mean, I was probably 25, so it's like 6 years later. I called him when I started doing country music, and he was like, he was waiting for me. He was like, all right, cool. And they've walked me through everything in the industry. So they, like, Jackson Dean's family has like basically held my family's hands through all the industry business side stuff.
Wow.
And that's what I say when I mean like hard to trust people. So then like God put them in my life, and all of a sudden they like are from exactly where we're from. My dad went to Jackson's high school, and like
no shit.
They walked us through all the industry stuff. We had people we could trust through that.
That's so cool. And another guy that's the distinct vocal. Like,
yeah.
Jackson singing. It's fucking Jackson Dean.
I remember, this is humbling for me. Like, I remember he was already going to Nashville at that point. I mean, I think he was maybe 15 or 16. And he was going to Nashville a lot. And I was like big in the local scene. And I was like, they're like, oh, this is our son Jackson. He's an incredible country singer, And I'm just like, I think I'm big dog,
Yeah.
And I was like, who's this guy? And then all of a sudden, it was like 2 years later, I was like, oh, that's what was going on while I was like worried about my local hype in Annapolis.
Yeah.
Jackson Dean was like skyrocketing and just like signed, So that's a really funny story. I'm just, because I think he's a couple years younger than me, but he's unbelievable, incredible work ethic, incredible singer, incredible guitarist, great family. And now it's just like so funny to make that connection and be, I don't know, you meet people years ago that are supposed to be in your life, but you didn't even know it was until down the line.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how it feels with them, that family.
Yeah, I first knew of Jackson through a guy named Scott. I think Scott Lair.
Oh.
B-Chord.
He's like, is he a Maryland guy?
He's a Maryland guy,
okay,
yeah. Because we were kind of like how I had met Nikki T back in the day. Everything was over Facebook. Facebook was like my connection to Nashville when I was going to college in Jersey and living in New York, of getting to meet people. And I remember watching kind of what he was doing, watching that Maryland scene through B-Chord, because Scott was like doing events and like posting a bunch of stuff that was going on in Maryland, Delaware, Northern Virginia, and all of that. And that was how I first learned of Jackson, was watching him post all the stuff about Jackson. Yeah.
I've not met Scott, but I've heard all about him.
Yeah, I was going to say similar world, dude. And Annapolis is a cool town too. Like, there's some cool spots to play.
Yeah, the first time I came to Nashville, I figured no one would know where I was from. And then all of a sudden, they were like, "Oh yeah, we know Annapolis because of the Songwriters Festival, with BMI, which was so cool because I got to just play that and open for Lee Brice.
Oh, that's sick.
Last week, it was crazy. I was on, I'm on tour with Shaboozey, and then I came home and they hit me up. It was about 2 days before. They were like, "Do you want to open up on the big stage for Lee Brice?" And I was like, "What, bro?" Like, I don't know, it's so cool, like being with like the hottest country artists, and then like a legendary, and then like going and playing with a legendary, like I'm forgetting the right word, but like that level of country, a legacy country act.
Yeah, a guy that you grew up listening to in the one of the towns that you cut your teeth doing all different genres of music.
Yep.
Because like Annapolis, I'm sure means a lot to you.
It does. I'm from like just south of Annapolis, and so I grew up playing around there and in there, and I really got into that scene more when I moved home from New York, and I was like, I'm gonna dive in and play every bar I can. That's when I started getting the Annapolis scene. But I remember a year ago, I was upset. I was bummed that I didn't get booked for the Songwriters Festival, because I was like, I'm a songwriter from Annapolis. I was really hoping I would be able to play, and then a year later, I got to be on the big stage. So that was a pretty cool moment.
Yeah, dude. There's something about that, playing in your hometown and having a big moment like that, and having all the homies come out and watch you too. Yeah. What's their reaction kind of been? Because they've I'm like, you've got your boys and girls from back home and like the family, and what's their kind of reaction to all of this been? Because they've watched you grind for years.
Yeah, I've been doing this for 8 years, and I don't know, everyone's excited. I still live there, so it's nice. Like, when I'm home, it's still just like, I haven't moved to Nashville yet, so I just hang out with my friends and my family when I'm home. but it is a little bit trippy. I think it was once the Sharpie came out, that was when it got weird for them, you know? Like I started signing like boots and hats. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
And the kids, like that part is crazy.
Like little kids coming up to you and being like, Luke.
Yeah. And just like remembering like when I was in middle school and those albums and songs that meant so much to me. And like, that's not someone you would see at a show because you necessarily, if you're playing a bar or club, but like those are the fans that you know, it's very core for them. The idea of that is cool for me.
Yeah, and I think there's the relatability of being a Maryland boy, and you mentioning that in a lot of your songs and singing things that people and writing about things that folks in small towns can relate to. Like Every Rain, a very relatable song for folks going through something, or like throwing things about Burger King in there, or like whatever, bro. Just having it to where it's like easy listening, but then lyrics that just stand out and people are like, oh yeah, I've been through this, or oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Yeah, I was trying to talk about it to my friends last night. You know, my buddy was like, what is crab country? And these are the people I stay with when I'm in town, stay out in White Bluff. And I was like, first of all, it's a moniker I got from Nikki T.
Yes. Shout out Nikki T.
Crab country is entirely a raised Rowdy thing. It was invented by the raised Rowdy guys. And I think it just is like, it's waterman country, you know, like it's a lot of country is inland. And, you know, it was Western, and then it became Southern. And I feel like, you know, you get a guy like a Noah Khan doing the folksy Northeastern.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think it's like watermen and people that grew up on the water, that kind of country.
Coastal. It's like bay vibes.
Yeah, but not like Kenny Chesney, not like tropical, you know, Caribbean.
Island vibes.
Yeah,
it's not Buffett.
Yeah.
It's not Buffett. It's Borchelt.
It's the shore, baby.
It's not Buffett. It's Borchelt.
They're right here.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's a vibe, and it is just kind of cruising around in the bay music. It's easy listening, man.
Yeah.
Vibey mood, dude. The melodies are what get me, man. The melodies are what excite me. Like jamming around. We were listening to you actually on the golf course today. I had you cranked up in the golf cart. Yeah. Singing with my buddy Mitchell. And,
I'm gonna send you all the new stuff.
Oh, please put me in Luke Borchelt demo jail. Like, please. I want to be
easy.
I want to be. I want to be in demo.
Let's turn the cameras off.
How much? How often are you recording? How much do you have in the tank right now?
I have an album dropping on October 18th.
Oh no shit! Is that announced?
No.
Yeah. No.
It is now. I just found out yesterday.
With the Gray Area folks, right?
Yep.
With Colin.
Gray Area and Drop Time are my labels.
Oh fuck you.
So Jim and Colin and Joe and Sean.
What a good team to be with too. I like those guys a lot. I was actually hanging out with Colin. We did the loser's birthday party last week, and they had me MC that, which was pretty wild. You know, a lot of people out there. It was in the parking lot, so it's a couple thousand people versus like our usual writers rounds and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Colin, and we were actually talking about getting you on a podcast, so I'm glad this worked out. But he's a good dude, and obviously Catino, just an OG in the game, man. How'd you first get connected with those guys?
Jim called me. I was sitting on my parents' couch in my boxers. You know, it was like 11 a.m.
Casual morning, watching some cartoons, some Springer.
Yeah, yeah. And I get a call. You know, and he's just like, hey, I'm Jim Catino. I'm like, okay, like, cool. I guess, you know, my demos had gotten passed around. I pretended to be Luke Combs on an MC40 remix of When It Rains, It Pours. That, I don't know if you know about those guys. They're like the DJ duo. They do country remixes.
I'm not super familiar with them. I'm definitely going to check them out.
Yeah, they do country remixes, and they wanted to get one on streaming, and so we did, you know, When It Rains, It Pours, and they like found me on Instagram. They're like, we want you to do the vocals, and their manager heard my Every Rain demo. It was like, dude, this is like kind of like fire. Yeah. And he worked at Arista, and he was like, you know, I would love to pass this around. I'm like, okay, cool. I had like packed up my entire life, left New York, like ended a long-term relationship, moved in with my parents. It was like, you know, humbling, low time. And Jim Gattino, first on the scene. He called me, and I was like, oh man. And then after the phone call, I looked up who he was, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. This guy?
I was like,
this is the call?
Yeah.
I should have been wearing a suit.
Yeah. I was like, whoa. And then I was like, that's when I started. I'd never been in the industry. It was always local in college. You know, it was never like industry stuff. And so this was the first time I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
Yeah. Like, what is going on?
Yep. So
had you been to Nashville at that point?
I came to visit Vanderbilt, I think, in high school.
Oh, really? You almost went to Vanderbilt?
Oh, it was my dream, yeah.
Wow.
I was nowhere near. No, it was not going to happen.
What'd you end up majoring in?
Oh, this is a funny story. I majored in creative writing, actually.
Makes sense.
Which is really funny because I actually work in my field, which I feel like is so low for creative writing majors.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of like one of those like, is that considered communications or liberal arts, or where does that come
liberal
from?
arts, liberal arts? Yeah, it was like, yeah. At my first school, I was a creative writing major. Then my second school, you know, it was like sort of like humanities, media, you know, culture, arts thing, and with focusing on creative writing. But it's funny because it's like you imagine like the first day of school, they're like, if you could be a songwriter, you could be an author. I'm like, I actually am literally a songwriter now, which is funny.
Yeah.
I'm using my degree, mom and dad.
Yeah, right. That's what I tell my parents. I was a digital media major.
Oh, cool.
I worked in radio for a little bit, and then I ended up bouncing on Broadway. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm communicating.
You were a bouncer?
Yeah, I was a door guy at Whiskey Row.
No way.
My first year in town. Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I did. I was a Broadway boy.
We should be doing your come up story.
2018 Broadway boy.
That's cool.
I like lived down there as a sober guy. It was wild.
Dang.
I saw some shit. Dude.
Oh my gosh.
Crazy.
I bet.
But that's what led to my opportunities getting on the road with Muscadine and then with Trey, was just networking through that. Like my buddy who I bounced with and I used to do this podcast with got the Muscadine front of house gig, and then he was like, hey, they need a merch guy, and then I ended up being good at selling merch.
No way.
Yeah, and that's what led me to the path that where I'm at right now. Without Whiskey Row, without bouncing and checking IDs and breaking up fights and kicking out old people, it was like kicking out old drunk people, bro. Taking fake IDs. Lots of Maryland fake IDs, by the way. Maryland's a very popular fake ID state.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Maryland's a very popular state because people don't think, since it's a smaller state, people tend to go with that. Maryland, Delaware, Rhode Island.
It's hard to be checked on it, I guess.
Yeah, especially down here.
Yeah.
But then again, it's mostly tourists coming. So, but yeah, that's where. But then I feel like I'm doing podcasts like this and hosting events and all the media stuff that we do. I feel like I'm using my degree. So go us using our degrees. Let's go. What were you going to go to Vanderbilt for? Creative writing?
Oh, I wanted to play basketball there.
Oh, you ball?
Yeah, I played college basketball in New York.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, at the King's College.
I didn't know that.
For some reason, I thought I was going to play at Vanderbilt.
Where were you on the court?
I was a 3.
You were a 3?
I'd like to say I'm not a shooter, but I am a scorer.
Okay. So getting into the paint.
Yeah, I like to drive, and I can finish pretty well.
Hit the boards hard.
Yeah.
Defense. You seem like a guy that'd be good on
defense. Guy?
Yeah. You seem like a defense guy. You got some like thickness to like the Juan Blair energy.
Yeah,
you know?
I definitely can't. Yes, I'm good in the paint, but I'm
Yeah.
not tall enough. I wasn't really tall enough for that. I couldn't guard anyone on the perimeter, no way. But I would just like to get buckets, I guess.
Yeah. You played all 4 years at Kings?
I only went to Kings for my last 2 years. I actually went to school to play lacrosse in Indiana.
Very Maryland thing for you to
Maryland.
do. Which New York, I get that too.
Yeah.
Lax bros are a culture that folks down here in the South don't understand.
Yeah. Oh God. I feel like I should probably work on how to dodge that. I don't consider myself a lax bro.
No, you're not. You're not. But like,
but no, it's true.
Yeah, dude. And look, and it's the fastest sport on land. It's the fastest sport on 2 legs. It's without skating.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey takes the cake, obviously, and then any motorsports things. But like, lacrosse is fucking intense, bro. Lacrosse is intense. I had a buddy I played high school football with in New York who ended up playing at Rutgers.
Really?
He was a goalie.
Whoa.
Goalie at Rutgers.
I would never.
He was a goalie at Rutgers, Chris Aileen, and he was rare too because he was a black guy playing lacrosse, but he could fucking move. I remember covering because I used to do like sports media stuff in the spring while it was like football off season. So I would like travel with the team and like write blogs and articles and like cover them and stuff. And Chris would sometimes go from across the field. He'd be the goalie and he would score.
Way.
Yeah, he was that fucking
good. He was that kind of goalie. I love that.
And lacrosse guys, there's a lot of contact in that too. Were you D, midi, attack? Where were you out there?
I was midfield. Offensive midfield.
Okay, so you got to pick your head up quick.
Yes.
Or you're getting rocked.
I played football, so I played football growing up. So I knew how to hit, which many lacrosse guys don't.
Yeah, it's a lot of quick guys, a lot of little guys.
Yeah, and a lot of them didn't. But like from football, I knew how to hit, and that was fun because it's legal in lacrosse.
Oh yeah,
but not everyone's doing it because they don't know how to put their shoulder down.
Yeah, especially in the padding that you have in lacrosse. Like if you don't know how to hit right, you're gonna feel it just as much as the guy that you're whacking.
Yeah,
seriously, like you got to watch it. Like lacrosse is fun though, dude. So you were a 3-sport athlete then?
Oh yeah, I actually I played soccer in college as well. I was a goalkeeper. I played 2 sports at the King's College.
Wow.
I started playing lacrosse at Taylor, and then I finished playing 2 sports in New York.
Wow.
Yes, it was fun.
I love finding all this shit out about you. I did not know that sports. So when does music become like the thing amongst all the sports stuff?
I think that's the thing. I was one of those guys, like I was pretty good at everything, like national athletic. I was in choir, like all that stuff. I love to do everything, but I always was like anxious because I didn't know what I would end up doing. I didn't know what I would be great at. And when college ended, I hit my rock bottom. Like I was just drinking a ton, and I moved in with my parents, and I was like a landscaper and roofer, and I just was like, I did all this and I don't know what to do. So I had given up. I gave up music. I was like, I felt like I was just trying to be cool. Like it's so cool to hear you say things like, it doesn't feel like you're trying or you have a cool look, because it's like I used to try really hard at that stuff. I used to try and sound cool and then I just was like, it didn't work. It didn't get me anywhere. So I guess I just went back. Circled the wagons, brought everything back in, and I was like, God, if I am supposed to do this, I want you to like give it to me, because I feel like I've only been choosing it for myself. Yeah. I don't know if this is like my gift. And by getting quiet, it started to come back, and that's like where like Car Heat, like that first one I put out comes from, was just like I went back and I felt like music came back to me naturally, and I felt God be like, no, this is what you were supposed to do. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it hard then. And I was like, but surely that doesn't mean I need to learn how to play guitar, right? And he was like, oh yeah, it does. So I had to get really humble. I never played an instrument. I only sang, and I always loved writing, but I was like, guitar, didn't want to do something that didn't come naturally to me. It was hard. Yeah. So I just got quiet again and tried to learn how to play guitar. I tried hard. And I started trying hard at everything, which I didn't used to do because I wanted to be cool. Yeah. And I was like, no, this thing, like I want to try hard at this and go for broke. And that's how we ended up here, which is cool.
Yeah, I figured it's not, because I used to try. I relate to that a lot. I feel like you have to go through that trying hard and trying to please people and giving a fuck about what people think. You have to kind of go through that phase to get to where you're authentically you and you have that inner peace and that inner confidence. Like, this is me. This is what I want to do. And you have to go through some of that soul searching to really achieve kind of where you're at right now.
Yeah. And you got to get sober.
Yeah.
I was sober. I was in the program for a year.
Okay.
I got sober, and I feel like that's where a lot of this growth took place.
Yeah.
Like that. I think everyone should go in the program.
Yeah, dude, I mean, the different steps that it puts you through. I went through the program when I was in college. I mean, I got sober at 21, First time was at 19 or 20, because fell off for a little bit, and then have been good since May 30th, 2016. I have the one tattoo that
Gotta
I
get
have
it tatted on you.
Yeah, dude, that's the one.
heavy.
It's the one tat that I've
That's
got,
heavy,
man.
though, man.
It's important to me, but the different steps of like that self-reflection, and if you're affecting people around you in a negative way, and having those moments of apology and letting those folks know, but also that community to where you're not alone, and getting in those rooms and drinking the shitty Folgers coffee and being in those smoky church basements or those community centers with the old timers and just hearing stories. And it's not comparing, it's the identifying. And that's what really helped me a lot.
It's what I always wanted church to be, I think. It's like what church is supposed to be.
Church is supposed
So
to feel
vulnerable.
like AA. Yeah.
Like so vulnerable. I couldn't believe that people were saying things, and it's like, whew, it's like the only thing that keeps them sober.
Yeah, dude, and it's accepting that higher power. There are those similarities, and it's like if you're a follower of the program, it's like being a follower of a religion.
Yeah,
you know, there are definitely some similarities to that for sure, and yeah, it is important. Now, have I been to a meeting since I've been in Nashville? No, I haven't felt the need to really go. I have a lot of buddies that are still in the program in town, that are artists, that are writers, that are players, that are around it all the time, but still go into the program and go to meetings for all kinds of different things. But yeah, it's a very powerful thing. You know, it definitely shaped my life, especially getting into it young. Like, how old were you when you went in?
Yeah, I was probably 20. I was probably 22.
Yeah,
21,
like
22.
doing it, and that's such an impressionable age. I feel like, you know. Because it's like going into it now. If I were to go into that now, going at 29, it's tougher to go in when you're a little bit older, you know.
And if it's your second time, I'm sure that's gonna be tough too, you know. It's
dude. Yeah, and that's why I'm grateful for where I'm at now. Do I still have vices? Do I still nicotine and fucking caffeine all the time? Yeah, but
of course,
it's better than the alternative, bro.
I remember, my dad's like, every man needs at least one vice.
Yeah. I got two sitting right here. I'm a big stimulants guy. Luckily, nothing illegal, but it's like
cool, man.
I'm a big stimulants guy, and I feel like it kind of like it has like a reverse effect. It hypes me up for a second, but then I level out, and I'm like chill, which is funny because it's like I'll caffeinate up some other folks around me, and they're just like piranhas out there. They're like, for hours on end. But for me, it's like that at the beginning, and then just kind of chills me out, you know.
It's cool.
It's cool, dude.
I love it.
It's cool. So what else do you do back up in Maryland? You a big sport. So you played a lot of sports. Were you one of those kids that played sports but didn't follow sports a ton, or were you following teams a lot too?
Huge Commanders fan. That's it. Oh, sorry, by the way.
Oh no, you're okay. Yo, hey, you don't have to apologize. So it's funny. I still call them. I still refer to them as the Redskins personally. My uncle's a huge fan, and our buddy Brian Frazier, who's involved with us with Rowdy, he's actually from Winchester.
Oh, cool.
And he's a diehard.
Yep.
He actually makes custom Redskin hats so he can still wear with the logo, the old logo and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's still a big fan of Washington. I'm happy for you. I don't view the Commanders as a rival of the Giants personally.
That's kind of offensive, but
a
lot of people consider us a rival.
I don't get mad when Washington wins. I get mad when Philly and Dallas win.
That's fair.
And I think there's like, do you go to a lot of Commanders games?
Yeah. We grew up with season tickets. Like a lot. I was my favorite thing.
So how happy have you been since Dan Snyder's been gone?
Oh, so happy.
What a relief.
So happy. Yeah. No, I mean, that's a tough thing though. I think like, I feel like the name is offensive, you know, like, I don't think Commanders is cool. I think it's like a terrible name.
Yeah.
But
better than Washington football team. What is this, soccer?
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to do something and nothing's worked.
Yeah. And it's just tough when you have like the history of that franchise, like the Hogs back in the day and like John Riggins and even like the 2000s, like Clinton Portis and LeVar Arrington and Sean Taylor, RIP. Like there's so much history with that. Joe Gibbs.
That's where it all went wrong. Sean Taylor. I feel like that's when it That was tough.
Yeah, I was actually giving Brian and his wife Holly some shit last night because they were talking. We were talking about the Commanders, and I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Yeah, Jaden's looking good. Jaden's looking good." I'm like, "He's gonna make a great analyst one day, like Joel Theismann and RG3." And they're like, "Don't you put that on Jaden Daniels?"
That's funny.
He's so good though. He is so good. No interceptions.
Looks so
yet.
strong. Looked so strong in that last game.
He looks confident, and you see him yelling to Dan Quinn, like wanting to go for it every fourth down. Like there hasn't been that. Like Sam Howell wasn't that. Who was the other guy? Played in Philly. The guys had. He was the quarterback for the Eagles, and it didn't work out.
I don't think we ever had Foles.
No, it wasn't Foles.
But, Mariota's our third string right now.
Mariota. Who was the other guy? It was like the
McNabb. You're talking about
McNabb
because we had McNabb too.
Who the hell was it? I'm gonna have to look it up.
We also had Sanchez from the Eagles, which was funny.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like who it was. Who was? Oh, Colt McCoy was one.
Yeah.
Case Keenum. There was another guy in there. Who was it? He played Kirk Cousins, obviously.
I'm curious now to know who
he was picked. He was like the Eagles' main guy for a little bit. From like North Dakota State or something.
Oh.
First round. It was like an Eagles first round pick. I gotta like look it.
North Dakota State.
Look it up. I think you guys had him for a little bit. I think you guys had him like a year or two ago. Like he was like recent. Where the hell is he? Carson Wentz.
Oh, duh.
Duh.
Yeah, that was horrifying.
Like there wasn't this energy with any of those guys. And now there is. And like the offensive weapons of like Terry McLaurin is like a beast. Like the defense, the guys up front, Payne and Allen. Like Washington's scary. And as a Giants fan, it's like
they're not scary.
Yeah, they are. I
scary.
think so.
They've been scary for
other
so
reasons.
long, man. Well, yeah, they've been actually scary. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think so. I think they haven't been good since I've been alive, if I'm being fully honest.
Yeah.
Since I was born, they've not been decent. And I hope that we get there, but I can't. I'm jaded, man. I'm hurt. So I'm just going to wait and see. But I'm excited. I'm cautiously excited. I'll always watch every single game.
Ooh, and you guys have a big one coming up in a few weeks. You get to play the Ravens this year.
Oh,
I'm
really?
sure that's a big deal.
Really cool.
I'm sure that's a big deal back home.
Back home.
Especially because the Ravens have been good for so long.
Yes.
So it's just you hear a lot of shit from Ravens fans.
It's like, we get a lot of shit from everybody, but then people give us less shit now because we haven't been good, so people kind of feel bad for us. So I hope we get back to maybe with some trash talk.
Yeah, get back to a playoff.
If I was a Ravens fan, I'd be like, oh, we play them? Oh, cool. It's like
we play the Commanders.
Do you see the thing? It was like Lamar's like what 25-1 versus the NFC in his career.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah, he's incredible. He's incredible, and it's like the fact that they went from Joe Flacco being good because Joe Flacco was consistent for so long, right to Lamar. Yeah. Like they've just been spoiled.
My dad's still always like, growing up, he was always like, Luke, we could just wake up tomorrow in the middle of the night. We could just have all Ravens jerseys, throw away all of our stuff. We don't say anything to anyone, and we just act like nothing happened. No one would say anything. We just all of a sudden we wake up one day, we're Ravens fans. We don't tell anybody. I'm like, Dad, no, this is like my team. You raised me to love this team. He's like, son, they've not even been good since you were born. We could just change.
We could just change black and purple for everybody. You're like,
no, I wish, man.
You're like, I don't want no black and purple.
Ravens fans don't know about the struggle.
No, they don't, because since they came around in 95, I think, 95, 96, and they had like the Ray Lewis, Ed Reed era.
Yeah, they won a Super Bowl.
Beat the hell out of the Giants. Yeah, they've won a few Super Bowls and they haven't even been around for 30 years yet.
And that's why I was like, I wonder how the Patriots fans are doing right now, know? How are they doing? They got spoiled for years. And now I'm like, they're just a normal team.
Yeah, it's like me being a diehard Yankees fan. I was spoiled.
Yeah.
I mean, we still haven't had a losing season since I've been alive. We've always won more games. We've been over 500 since 1992 every year.
Wow. Is that like a record?
That's a big deal. Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
We missed the playoffs last year. Like sometimes we're 82-80.
Right.
We missed the playoffs, but this year there's a lot of expectations. That's like if I were to root for one team for the rest of my life, it'd be the New York Yankees.
Okay, so you're more of a Yankees fan than a Giants fan.
Yeah, I've been to a couple Giants games and they're fun, but yeah, going to Yankees games was like my thing. That was like what I grew up doing with my family, watching Jeter and Matsui and all that stuff. Going to the Bronx,
Yeah, that's cool.
Which you got to live in.
I grew up. I never played baseball in my life.
That was the one sport.
That's like I'm embarrassed. I never, but like that's how Maryland I am. I've never even played baseball because it was always during the cross season.
Yeah.
So I never even played t-ball.
Yeah. Did you watch like college lacrosse and stuff growing up? Like
yes.
watch Hopkins and the Terps.
Still love college lacrosse.
There's nothing like the tournament.
Yes.
The college lacrosse tournament, bro.
Yes. It's fun. Yeah. I love college lacrosse. I'm also a big Navy fan.
Okay.
Navy football.
Midshipman.
3-0 this year, looking fantastic.
Yeah.
Huge Navy football fan.
See, I grew up going to Army games because that was the closest college.
Oh, are you from where are you from? Like Newburgh
Rockland
or something?
County.
Okay,
So
what
like
town?
Nyack, Pro River, Tappan Zee Bridge,
Yeah. What town?
Palisades Mall, New City.
It's called New City.
New City, New York, and Clarkstown.
So like very close to the city.
Yeah, like
I mean,
30
Nyack's
minutes.
like the Tappan
Yeah,
Zee.
like I don't remember 9/11 very much, but like smoke from you could see the smoke from our side of the river. Yeah,
yeah.
Close. Like on a train, to go to Yankee Stadium or go to like in the city, I'd park in Terrytown and then take the train.
Oh, you could drive to Terrytown.
Oh
easily.
yeah, Terrytown's other side of the bridge. Terrytown's like 15 minutes.
I'm very familiar with like Terrytown and like Sleepy Hollow in that area.
Terrytown, Sleepy Hollow, New Rochelle.
Yeah.
What's the other town everybody likes to go and party in? There's a town.
Mamaroneck is over there.
Mamaroneck's a cool
Scarsdale.
spot. Scarsdale's fucking beautiful. Yeah, those were all the teams that I played. Like all the
gotcha. You guys know
that was
same
like my
district?
conference. Yep, same district as all those Westchester schools. Yeah, New Row. There's a town that's like right next to fucking Terrytown.
We played New Rochelle in college, like in sports.
Oh, really?
College of New Rochelle. Yeah, that's where we played.
Yeah, and I had buddies that went to Iona, so
Okay.
it's right there. So it's like. I forget the fucking town that everybody likes to go to. Like, I've been out there with my buddies. That's so obviously I have a lot of boys that live in New York and everything. What's the town right on there? White Plains. That's where everybody likes to go out. People like to go party in White Plains. Yeah, White Plains, Terrytown, Ossining. Like, I
love Terrytown.
Pleasantville, Armonk, like Scarsdale, New Row, Port Chester, Tuckahoe, Yonkers, Mount Vernon. Didn't really go to Mount Vernon and Yonkers a whole lot, but but we would play them and stuff,
Cool.
But yeah, that's where I'm from.
You were a baseball guy?
Baseball.
Growing up?
I played football, but I
football.
grew up loving baseball.
Cool.
My great grandpa actually got up to the, I believe, double or triple A team for the Brooklyn Dodgers back in the day, which is just like a random fun fact. And then my pop, who was up in Maine, is in the state of Maine Baseball Hall of Fame. Like, coached for like his whole life. Played, was on
where in Maine?
Portland.
Oh, okay.
Westbrook. Yeah, just outside of Portland. So up there, which you guys went up to New England on the Boozy tour, right? Did you guys?
We did Boston.
You did Boston.
Yeah, when I lived in the city, I would go up to Maine.
Yeah.
Every summer we go up.
Where would you guys go?
I had some friends in down east, like near Stonington and Deer Isle.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Like kind of south of Acadia, but Belfast kind of area.
Yeah, they call Maine vacation land, and to me, it's one of the most underrated places. Like Maine in the summer is unmatched.
It was cool. It was funny. I don't know. It's like I'm a Maryland boy, so I was honestly kind of tripped out when we went up there. I was like, "This is what y'all do in the summer? It's not even hot."
Yeah.
I was like, y'all go up here so you can keep wearing jackets in the summer? The water's so cold.
Water's like 60 degrees.
Yeah, I was like,
oh yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. I love Maine.
Yeah.
But it's not summer to me. I was like, I'm used to being hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're not even sweating up here.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Eating the lobster, going to LL Bean.
It was fun.
Yeah,
though.
dude.
I have a lot of appreciation for it. You'll hear a lot of Maine songs coming.
Oh, really?
Yes. I've got one song about Maine on the album.
Sick. That's awesome.
Some more coming.
That's awesome, dude. Where do you kind of draw inspiration from with your writing and everything? Because I feel like it evolves as you get more into this, and as you have like, are you still doing a lot of the stuff by yourself? Are you co-writing quite a bit, or like, how's that process kind of been?
I co-write a lot more now. I'd never co-written until I came here. Well, I guess I would co-write. I would make songs with my buddies. Yeah. My producer Warren and I, like, we wrote Every Rain and Itchin' together, and those are ones we wrote literally together. Most of the time, I write by myself and then bring it to the producer. But I've been co-writing a lot. There's one co-write on my album, which like that was a big step for me because I was very like jaded.
Who'd you write with?
With Jordan Rager.
Oh, sick.
And Mark Irwin, who...
Oh, what a right. That's a good one. Mark is incredible, and Jordan's one of my closest homies.
Really?
We love Jordan Rager.
Dude,
yeah.
I got to tell them that's on the album.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. You should definitely let them know.
I haven't talked to them. I mean, it was like one of my first trips to Nashville. I'm sure they were just like, who the heck is this kid? Like Jim got me in the right. No, it was actually Laurel Kittleson Cobb. I don't know if you know her.
I don't.
She's awesome, and I think she knew Jackson's family, and she set me up with this with Jordan and Mark. I was like freaking out because I was like, these guys are like legit.
Yeah.
I mean, the Highway Don't Care is like one of my favorite songs, and I was like, oh my god, this guy wrote Highway Don't Care, and obviously Jordan. And so I get in there, and I was like, I can't believe this, but I had this great story that I wanted to, and I had a hook, and we wrote it, and I was like, okay. If this is co-writing, I like it.
Yeah.
So that I'm glad that one is going to be on the record.
Yeah, Jordan's a guy that he had a lot of success early on, like when he was younger. And I actually had him on my college radio show.
Cool.
In 2016, I want to say. And he had a song that Aldine featured on and was out on tour with Justin Moore at like 19 years old, 20 years old. Like he was part of a group that was called, it was like a little collective of 4 guys. It was Jordan Rager, John Langston, Cole Taylor, and Travis Denning. And it was called 4 Wheel Drive. Cool. There were 4 guys from Georgia that just dominated the college scene down there.
Cool.
Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. And yeah, Jordan's one of the best guys to know if you want to know about like the scene and like the ups and downs and just how to kind of navigate things. Jordan's a homie, and his wife Randy McFadden is fantastic too. She's a brilliant, incredible homie as well. So
is she in the industry?
Yeah, so she works over at Make Wake, and she actually manages Megan Patrick and a few other folks. So,
cool.
And she used to be on the road with Muscadine, with Riley Green, selling merch, doing some helping out with those teams and everything over the years. Yeah, no, Jordan's awesome. That's cool that he's one of the he's like the main
one of my first co-writes ever. Yeah, him and Mark are the only co-writers on the album besides like me and my buddy Warren.
And how many songs is it?
9 songs. Yeah, that is a fact.
Yeah,
I'm gonna double check, but that is a fact.
That's cool though, dude. And I feel like right now there's so many like distinct and different sounds in our world of country music, just music in general. I feel like stuff is more kind of all over the place than it's ever been. And you have so many different routes and segments going on right now. And you're one of those guys that I think of with that. Like I think of what like my good buddy Gavin Adcock's doing right now, where it's just like this rowdy train that is just going and it's wild and people have their opinions of it and whatever, but it's like, again, just like a different kind of thing. Your thing, different kind of thing. Shaboozey, different kind of thing. The people are singing about real shit, like singing about like everybody has a song that they can relate to now.
Yeah.
Within the country music segment.
Yeah.
Whether you grew up in a Northeast city or like a factory town, or you grew up on a fucking farm, or in a small town with the town square, you know, like there's so much out there for everybody, and the number of creators that are out there is at such a higher volume that it's really cool, and it's what excites me and Nikki T with what we do, you know, like. There's so many more like fish in the sea and options for everyone.
Yeah, you guys are just like, here's a platform.
Well, it's like,
amazing.
here's a platform. But what got us into doing this was just loving music. Nikki and I used to each go, before we knew each other, like back in New York, I would go to probably like 80 to 100 concerts a year.
Wow.
I would travel. Somebody was playing at Gramercy Theater or playing at Mercury Lounge or something in NYC. I'd take the train and I'd go watch the show. Someone was playing at Jenks Club along the Jersey Shore, playing in Hoboken, playing in Jersey City, playing a little dive. Like, I'd just go to shows. And same thing, Nick would do that in Pittsburgh. You know, like we just go to.
You just love shows.
We just love music.
That's the T,
dude. That's the thing.
That's cool.
You just gotta love. You love music, and you love. One of my favorite things was going to festivals and watching folks on the side stage and getting to see the guys and girls on their way up. You know, like that's one of the things that I love, and it's like now getting to be like in the community, we get to watch it from the inception. Like we get to watch you play your first like acoustic thing in Nashville.
My first ever performance in Nashville.
Yeah, your first ever performance in Nashville.
And I was sitting next to Jacob, which is always insane.
Yeah, which it was his first Nashville thing ever too. Their first full band thing was one of our. I think that same night you played.
I hope that's lore one day.
That's what?
I hope that's lore someday.
Lore.
Lore. Like I hope it's like a legend that like. Yeah. I was sitting next to old. We were both. I was sitting next to old.
We have the photos of it. Yeah.
At the Raise Rowdy round.
Yeah,
at both of our first ever performances in Nashville.
Yeah, and then you kicked off our first night at I think that was in January.
First night, yeah.
That was our first Wednesday ever.
Yep.
And then that ended up being Old 60's first full band show ever. That was their first one outside of jamming in the pizza shop up in Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like getting to do that. And it's like going back, we were very early on some other folks that have blown up in the industry, you know? And it's like, it's cool to get to have that, obviously, like have our brand associated with you guys as you're coming up. But also it's just cool to say that we were there for a moment, you know? Like that's a moment in time. That's a moment in town and now to see what you're doing, to see Boozy on stage with you, Shaboozey on stage with you, singing Every Rain in front of a sold out crowd.
Crazy.
How did that come to be too? Was it just like, hey man, I want to get up and sing this with you? And that was during his set, right?
It's during his set right before Bar Song. Crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He was like, don't sing it. Did you still play it during your set?
Yeah, I did. But we did the remix, so yeah, we have the remix.
Oh, wow.
In the vault.
That's a big deal.
In the vault.
That's a big deal.
The Shaboozey, Luke Borchelt, Every Rain duet exists. Wow. I'll show it to you. I'm really excited about it. And you know, I really hope it gets to come out. Yeah. I think that would be awesome. But he, you know, I was just like, Jones, and we're getting towards the end of the tour, and I was like, you know, he came to our sound check, and I was like, so we're going to do the remix tonight? And he was like, you want to? And I was like, oh, shit.
Shoot your shot,
I looked at Warren, I was like, is it ready? And he was like, just give me like 10 minutes.
I think I'll work on these things.
I think we back out, like messed the whole, you know. And then we ended up doing it in Manhattan on my last show of the tour. I didn't tell my parents they were coming. Like, my mom almost fainted.
Wow.
It was unbelievable. I came back up during his set, told nobody. And, I mean, that's like the biggest moment of my entire life to this point.
And full circle that it's your years of grinding and going to college and figuring your life out in New York, and then the fast forward to 2024.
Since 6 years in New York, I got nowhere. I didn't even get inside. Like, I was in New York, and I got to walk into 25 Madison Avenue and walk into the Sony offices, like, for meetings.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, if this was 3 years ago. Like, when I was here, I couldn't get anywhere near these buildings. Yeah. So it's so cool to, like, I gave it up. I gave up, like, the hustle to try and get there, move back home, and now I come back, I get to play Irving Plaza, and I get to go into record label meetings and be like, yeah, I was here. I grinded. I got nowhere. And what I needed to do was just like go inside, you know, and like be authentic.
It's powerful, dude. I'm proud of you, man. Thanks, I'm proud to know you. Seriously. Thanks, like we love having you whenever you're in town. Now, do we ever think the Maryland boy is going to get down here full time, or do you like kind of being able to come down here and it's business when you're down here? Because a lot of guys and girls like having that. Like, there's a lot of guys that still, and some of the folks are in Kentucky or in Georgia or in Alabama, and 4-hour drive.
Yeah,
Not
the
so
drive's
bad.
not bad, yeah.
Yours is
11.
yours is 11. Yeah, which is funny. My parents are actually driving back to Delaware today.
Oh, cool.
So they were in town and they're driving back to Delaware, and it's like, yeah, it's a haul. It's double-digit hours to get up there, you know. But is a part of you like, I want to be down here, or is a part of you like, I can keep doing this, come down here on business trip kind of things?
I think if I had it my way, I would never move down here. But I want all the biggest and best things for myself and my family and my career. So I think it's probably on the horizon.
Yeah, or at least having a
place, yeah,
having a place to come to.
I'm not there yet where I can have a place, but yes, I think if I want to get to where I want to get, I think I've made. Because to me, it's about the principle of it, which is like, making it without having to leave Maryland, showing people from back home that you can be signed to Sony Publishing or to the record label and live in Maryland, never leave.
Yeah.
And I feel like I have gotten that across, and now I feel like in order for me to break through the next ceiling, I probably need to be down here so I can say yes to more and be in front of people and keep co-writing. So I think it's on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, there's guys like, I know some Texas, Oklahoma guys that have places here, and then what they'll do is they'll rent them out when they're not here.
Oh, cool.
And then have it for when they come to town.
Cool.
Like, that's not a bad option too. And
yeah.
then you have it for when you have a guaranteed spot for when you need to come down here, and then you take advantage of the Airbnb, VRBO, or whatever. You have, like, there's ways to do it, and of course it's all like kind of in steps. I personally know that I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without that, but then again, I'm not an artist. You know, it's a different kind of thing. Like, I was hustling in the New York, New Jersey scene. I got to do a lot of cool shit, but for me, it was like, to play ball, I had to get on this field.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you can still come in for the games, and it's a lot of your gigs are back home still too. Like, you might, like, people are seeing you on the road with Shaboozey, but it's like, you're still grinding at the breweries.
Well, that's the other hard part about moving down here.
Yeah.
It's like it's fun to write songs every day, but I don't make money off that.
Yeah.
Until if I cut that song or someone else cuts that, like, and it might be time for me to invest in that so that long term I'll have more. But like, I don't. In order for me to like live and pay my bills, like I have to go home and play dock bars. Like, it's like, so and I love playing rounds, but it's like, well, I got to play the cover sets to like get paid.
Yeah, you got to pay the bills. You got to go up and down the same old square.
Yeah, and I love it because I make lots of fans there, and entrench myself in being a Maryland.
And those guys and girls in those small towns in Maryland, in Delaware, in Northern Virginia, when they see that you're having a moment, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they see you on the road with Shaboozey, they see that you've got music coming out, they feel a part of it.
Yeah.
They're in it with you.
I want to be seen, like, I want to get off the road with Shaboozey, go back home and play the restaurant. Like, I want people to see that that's what it is, you know? It's all a grind right now. And I know I hope one day there'll be a point where I don't have to do that financially anymore and I can do it for fun.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want anyone to have the wrong idea about where you are as a, small to mid-level artist. Like, that's it. Like that,
dude. No, you want to show people what the real shit is.
Yeah.
And let them know that it is possible.
Yeah.
That's the biggest
And you
thing.
can do it. It's like, it's my job. It's like, I get to play music and make money. Like, it's like, that's the worst thing. It's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
I love to sing.
Yeah, that's how Nick and I feel. It's like we were actually talking about, it was Wednesday night, or I guess, last night was like a big, us having Oliver Anthony hop up and having a busy night in the barn. It's like Nick and I looked at ourselves. We were hanging out at my house, smoking cigars after, kind of celebrating a little bit. Probably a little too late, but we had a good time. And
I don't even want to know how you made that happen, by the way.
Yeah.
Is he a fan of you guys?
It's again, just you have like, you build kind of like your network, just like
Cool.
you get connected to like Shaboozey through the hometown thing. It's like you have like different connections just through different people,
Cool.
and it's nice, and we've gotten ourselves into a cool position for that.
That's so cool.
But it's like Nick and I were looking at each other, and we're like, dude, when we moved down here, just wanting to go to events like what we're putting on.
Yeah.
Like, I moved down here thinking like, I can't wait to go to Whiskey Jam every Monday, Thursday. I can't wait to go to Revival on Tuesdays. I can't wait to go to Why Not Wednesday on Wednesdays and just watch songwriters do their fucking thing. And now we're a part of that.
Yeah.
We went to wanting to enjoy the Nashville community to being parts of it. And it's like, it blows our minds, you know? It's just like you said, like you get to, you're making a living writing songs, playing shows, and putting out music.
Yeah.
Like,
it's ridiculous.
What the fuck is better than that?
Who cares how much? Like, I can make, it's like, it's a living, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's cool.
It's that happiness, you know? It doesn't take a whole lot to be happy.
No.
You just got to figure out what it is that makes you happy.
Yeah.
That's a huge part of life. And it takes some people their entire lives to figure that out.
Yeah. No, man. It's so cool. I think that strikes a chord with something I feel like is such an important part of my country music journey. Like, you know, I get a lot of hate online. I used to never get hate, so it's kind of funny. You know, like I used to people used to just be like, that guy seems great. And that's so funny that like
you know it's working. That's how you know it's working. That's how deadass. That's how you know it's working. Honestly, there's enough people on there that love you, and that's a lot of people. Yeah. That's great. That's great. Bring on the fucking haters, bro.
But I think the thing like that I would say to anyone, it's just like all my favorite artists. When I look at their interviews, all my favorite, the best country artists I know, I don't know them personally, but I'm fans of theirs. Like, all they would say is that they are just fans of country music. And if you're a fan hard enough and long enough, all of a sudden I'm making country music. So it's like, you know, if you don't have to like what I'm doing, but I'm just a fan. Like, I'm not trying to push anything on anyone. Like, I'm just a fan. And so I'm making music, you know, and it's like, you guys are like, we're just fans of artists or we're fans of country music. That's why we're doing rounds and like putting people on. Like, it's just, we love the genre. We love country music.
Yeah. Yeah. It's having that passion for it and everything like that. And that's something I think that separates country music from some other genres, you know?
I think it's a country specific thing. Like, I watched that. Did you ever watch the Fanfare documentary?
I haven't. I've heard about it though. I might have to go home and watch it later.
It's cool. I think that was kind of the ethos of just like, there were so many artists that got interviewed for that documentary that just were like, I used to go. I was just a fan. And then I became the person signing autographs. Yeah. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, like there's pictures of like Luke Combs like at Eric Church concerts, or like Luke Combs front row at Whiskey Jam watching people play.
Wow.
Like that used to be a thing, you know? Like that was the community that it was like back in 2014, 2015. Yeah. He was just going out watching people play because he just loves it that much.
Yeah.
Just like you going to like just going to a concert. Like, have you gotten to go to any concerts recently? Like, do you still get to enjoy music? That's something Nikki T and I try to challenge ourselves with. Wow. We challenge ourselves to try to get to, sometimes we do it within road trips. We do like a 4-hour radius of town where we'll go to Georgia or Alabama or Kentucky or wherever, and we'll go to a club show.
That's cool.
Just to go watch a show of something we enjoy. Like, when was the last time you went to a concert?
I mean, I felt like a fan the whole Shaboozey tour.
Well, Shaboozey tour, yeah. Open
like,
for an artist, you get that.
I was like, I gotta, yeah.
Last time you bought a ticket to go watch a show, who would it have been?
Let's see. Where did Olivia know? Oh, easy.
Oh,
Ashley McBride.
Oh, dude, one of the best.
Ashley McBride, I went and saw her in Akron, and goat.
Insane, dude.
I'm such a big Ashley McBride fan.
And her band is so good.
Yeah,
the guys in that band fucking rip. Yep.
And I love going to Jackson Dean shows like that. I'm like friends with, but like I'm a fan. I went and saw him at Brooklyn Bowl, and yeah, the Ashley McBride show absolutely ripped in Akron.
Because I think like that's the biggest thing is to not get caught up to where it's like and burnt out, that to make it not feel like work.
Yeah,
you have to still have a love for it, and you can be riding around in the Ridgeline and listening to Spotify and listening to different artists and things like that, and that's one way to do it. But to me, it's the live show aspect, like still going to shows and that's what keeps me going.
Sometimes it's hard, man, because I think when I'm at a point where I'm not really financially solvent, it's hard to be like, I'm so hungry. I'm just like, I want to go play. I want to go play at a happy hour for tips.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to like get yourself, like you said, to go to the show and just like relax.
Yeah. What's the closest club for you? Like if you were to go to a club show or play a club show, what's the closest one to your hometown? I've been
dreaming of playing Ramshead. I've not played in Ramshead yet, but that's where I would go see a show. Yeah.
That's the closest one.
Yeah.
Have you been to the Rusty Rudder?
No.
In Dewey Beach?
No.
That one's cool. And Bottle and Cork and Dewey Beach are
cool.
Fucking solid.
They're like venues, like clubs.
Oh, they're fun. Yeah,
cool.
I think this year my parents go to all of them. They buy them. That's cool. my mom and my stepdad and my my aunt and my uncle and then like their neighbors. They all go. They all wear their Raised Rowdy shirts and they go and watch. And it's funny because it's like a lot of the homies have been playing it. Like guys that we've had on the pod, like. Guys like Josh Ross, they went and saw Ashley McBride this year. They went and saw Nate Smith, Corey Kent, Haley Witters, like all people that are like kind of like in our family. Yeah. But they're like, we want to buy tickets and get there early and get a good spot and watch these shows. They were going to a show a week.
Oh, that's cool, man.
At the club, watching guys and girls
so your
that have
parents
played
like it as much as you
watching people that have played our writers rounds and that we've had. My mom listens to every podcast, so shout out mom listening right now.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, she listens to all of them, you know. So it's like just the love. It's cool to see. So what are you doing when you're not doing music related stuff? Like what does Luke Borchelt do?
There's not much time. There's not much.
I know there's not a lot of time, but what do you do? Like you strike me as a guy that reads a lot of books. Like you enjoy literature and like poetry and things like that.
I do love school. I always love school. Honestly, man, I've not been reading a lot. I've not been reading near as much as I should. I love to, now I'm about to watch a lot of football.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
I love to, whenever I can, I really just spend time with family. All my family lives within about 40 minutes of me.
That's so nice to have. That's so nice to have.
So it's funny, like people, I feel like there's certain things I didn't do that, like, I don't know. What we did growing up was hang out with family every weekend. We get together at somebody's house.
Sunday dinner, football's on.
Yep. Go to grandma's.
Football goes into 60 minutes.
Yep.
Like grandpa might have golf on.
Yep.
You know, like you have that routine. You're watching.
We go on the boat.
Yeah.
We go on the boat until it gets cold, and then we just hang out. Yeah, work in the yard mostly.
Yeah, dude. Planting flowers, picking up tree limbs, cutting the grass.
Leaf season.
Oh, dude, leaf season. When it's time to mulch the family garden. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did a lot of that same shit.
I feel like that's what I do for fun if I'm not going out and hanging out with my friends. I love Navy football games. If I can go to a Navy football game this fall, I'll be happy, man.
I'm sure. Have you been to an Army-Navy game?
Yes, I have.
So I was going to say, they're near you. Like,
so sick. Yeah. But it's funny because they're never a home game for anyone.
No, well, it has to be.
So it's a little bit different. But like a home Navy game in Annapolis is like
the cannon firing off. And
they all march up the street and they all file in. So that's what Luke Borchelt does for fun, man. Hang out with my family, hang out with my girlfriend and all my best friends, and I love being on the water.
Yeah. What do you like doing? What do you like doing when you're down here? Besides writing, I know this is like very business trip. Like you come down, you kind of have it planned out.
I don't. It's funny. People ask me what to do here. I'm like, I don't know. All I do is go to round. So go to Live Oak.
Yeah.
If you want to know what to do, like, what I do for fun when I'm here. So I stay out in White Bluff, like Kingston Springs area.
Beautiful country out there.
I swore I would never like be in a city again after I left New York. So I was really excited. My friends like live out there. They let me crash.
How far of a drive is that to like Music Row if you're going to write and stuff?
It's like 35, 40 minutes.
That's not bad. It's nothing.
Coming in from the west, it's like so pretty. I feel like undeveloped out that way.
Well, I appreciate you driving all the way out here because that is a fucking.
It is an hour from.
It's a haul, and you're about.
That's why I said that.
And we have you going out. It's 4:00. Ugh, yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
I apologize. I appreciate you coming all the way out here to Old Hickory. This part of town's cool though.
It's
cool. A lot of country out here too.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the weird, and it's on brand for us that it's behind a Tractor Supply. Just
That's
very
so
raised,
cool.
very raised rowdy.
Very raised.
It's funny. Then you get in here. It looks like this like creepy building from the outside. And then you come in here and you're like, oh shit, this is actually a legit like building with like stuff in it. You know?
Yeah.
Where have you found like a favorite food spot that you like down here?
Yes. So my favorite things to do in Nashville, Dicey's.
You're a big Dicey's
I'm a
guy.
Dicey's guy.
Okay.
I don't know what the like. I don't know what the like.
Is it? Do you get the
feelings
pepperoni?
around that
You
is?
get the pepperoni with the hot honey on it.
Yep. It's like, you know, and it tickles the New Yorker in me because they got natural wine.
Yeah.
You know, I love natural wine, great pizza, just like a nice vibe.
It's like a good bar pie. It's a good bar pie. You need a good bar pie spot.
Yep.
You know, it can't just be slices all the time. Sometimes the squares are nice.
I'm at Dicey's. I got to get Dicey's every time I'm in here. Got to be at Red Door.
Yeah.
You know,
that is the best networking spot in
so
town.
cool.
That is the best networking spot.
I was like, there's no way it's cool. Everyone's like, it's like where everyone hangs out. Like, you wouldn't believe it. There's like stars hanging out there. I'm like, great. And then I get in there, I'm like, that's all true.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Such a good vibe.
But it's also got so many little nooks where you can just hang out with your people.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of just drift away at a table. It's like a black hole walking in there. You'll walk in at like 10 o'clock and then you'll look down at your watch or your phone and be like, oh shit, it's 2 a.m.
Oh my gosh, dude. Time flies in there. It's like a casino.
It's
so
it
weird.
is like a casino. It is like a casino, bro. It is. And then you get the food in there. Get yourself a hoagie or fucking.
It's so hard to find a kitchen that's open late.
Yeah, Red Door's
I
got
love
it.
that they do that.
Yeah, Red Door's got it.
So I feel like, I don't feel like I have any like non-basic spots. I mean, I love Santa's Pub. The karaoke there is cool.
Yeah, dude. You strike me as a Santa's guy. I feel like you'd like the vibe in there. Sig's inside, no cussing on the microphone.
I just have no idea
beers.
like what. I have no idea like what people think about all those places. They're just places that I'm like, oh, this seems fun.
Yeah.
I don't know all the hot spots,
This is
but
the vibe.
they're cool. Other than that, I love hanging out.
Have you been down the Broadway at all? I'm sure you've been dragged down there a time or two.
I've only been for like events. Like I went to Whiskey Jam, and I'm playing Whiskey Jam on October 28th.
Oh, sick.
I'm gonna plug that.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited, but dude, no, I'm not like been in Broadway bars. I'm very cheap, so like the idea of going and like buying a beer.
Got to go to Robert's Western World.
I've been hearing they have cheap beers there.
They have a thing, dude. It's called the recession special. It's like, I think it's like $6 or $7. You get either like a PBR or a Busch Light, a fried bologna sandwich,
No,
a bag of chips, and a moon pie. $7.
that's crazy.
Yeah, they call it the recession special.
All right, I'm gonna have to.
And it's all like old school, like honky tonk in there. Like it's
That's cool.
Nothing more modern than like 1980 gets played in there. It's all like old school.
Oh, cool.
Spot. Yeah, it's like it's one of the like original bars that was on that strip, and it still keeps that original flavor. And it's like you'll see guys up there and like all dressed up like the 60s 70s style, and like playing like an upright bass, like it's all no tracks, like very like raw and real.
Oh, cool.
And the beer's cheap. They sell cigs in there. Like it's a cool spot. Yeah, cigs are probably double the price of the recession special, but that's just how things are nowadays. So
I'm not a bar guy. I went to Christian schools my whole life. Never went to state school, never had that experience. Always went to like small Christian schools. And like I'm like a bonfire guy. Yeah. I'm like let's drink at home guy.
Yeah. That's what we did during COVID a lot, because the bars here would close at like 9 or 10. They were still open during COVID, but they would close early, and we would get together at somebody's house, and just people would pass around the guitar, smoke a little smoke, pass that around, cigars, beer, whatever, and we would just sit around the fire for hours. That's kind of like the Dick Down in Dallas thing happened. Was a joke around the fire. Yeah. And then Trey cut it, and everything happened. Yeah,
that's so cool.
That was a bonfire song during COVID. It had a moment.
Wow, I was in Electric Field today, and they had like they had a Dick Down in Dallas plaque in there. I think they must have had a co-writer on that.
Oh, an Electric Field.
Drew.
Oh, Drew Trostler. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. I know Drew. He wrote. He's awesome. I like Drew a lot. Good.
I don't know him.
Yeah, Drew Trostler is a hell of a guitar player too.
Cool.
He toured as a guitar player for a long time, and really good guy. So
cool.
Yeah. It's wild, man. But dude, I'm stoked that we got to do this, and
Thanks,
stoked
man.
that I got to have you on. And wish your commanders good
This
luck.
is the most we've gotten to talk.
Dude, it really is.
I feel like we've gotten to know each other.
Yeah, dude, because it's like when we're at rounds, Nikki T and I are just running around like
Yeah,
we got.
You're busy.
Yeah.
You're working?
We're busy. The nail is more relaxed. You get to talk a little bit more at the nail, but then at the other ones where we have like the merch table set up or this or that, or we're trying to do whatever, and it's like we're all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
It's a quick couple hours, so it's good to do this, man. And anytime you want to come out this way and hang, or meet up, meet up whenever you're in town. Like Nick and I are always down. We're day one supporters, adopters of Luke Borchelt and Crab Country, dog. Like
Crab Country.
Crab Country. So I got the Crab Country koozie. What other are we merchandising the Crab Country thing?
I was just on I was just on a call. Yeah, we're like, I mean, I saw a bunch of Crab Country merch on tour. I need to build my store.
Yeah.
I used to work in fashion, so I used to be an e-commerce merchandiser. So
that's one thing I wanted to get into. Your fashion style, bro. Something that Nick and I think we're gonna be putting a video out about this soon. That we've been doing all like these little like short form. You've probably seen us where we're like talking to the camera and we're sitting in this room or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're starting to do more of the short form stuff. We're growing, we're figuring it out.
Cool.
But Nick always says that for an artist to reach like the highest level, like the superstars, you got to have like a distinct look. You got to be able to dress as that guy or girl for Halloween. Like you think about guys like Luke Combs, Wallen, even like Ashley McBride, Hardy, Zach Bryan, Zach
brand.
Top. Yeah, like just something that makes you a little bit different. That's preferably authentic to yourself. You are a guy that people could dress up as for Halloween.
Really?
I think so.
Heck
think so. Like your sense, like you wear stuff that other people don't wear. Like you have this, whether it's like the coveralls or it's like the hats like that are like a pawpaw like grandpa style hat, but also clean with like the chain or like this like a lot of vintage.
Is this thing dope?
I think it's dope, dude. I've never seen anything like it. It's vintage.
My girlfriend got this for me. I think she like got it on
in
Facebook.
Sandusky, Ohio. Yeah.
She on like Facebook Marketplace.
Dude, yeah, dude. It's like the stuff like you just have this like style and like your brand of like the Crab Country thing. Like I make music for guys that drive Honda Ridge lines. Like, and it's like to the average person, it's like, yeah, that's a bit, but no, that's Luke Borchelt. That's you.
I drive
a Honda Ridge line.
A Honda Ridge, 250,000 miles, baby. It's a great truck.
Yeah, dude. Hondas and Toyotas go, man. I have a Tacoma and it's got like 60,000 on it, but I'm gonna drive that fucker to the ground.
It's not a bit. It's not a bit. I wish it was a bit. It's not.
No, you don't wish it was a bit because again, we're just talking about the comfortability with yourself. What'd you do within fashion? Like, what were you doing in the fashion world?
So I always liked clothes and stuff, and I didn't know what I was gonna do after college. It was terrible. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I started working at the store that I thought was cool, and I'm not gonna name it, but I worked my way up. I started shipping T-shirts. Like that was it. I was like, after basketball season ended my senior year, I was like, I gotta get a job. And then I started packing shirts and blazers and pants and shipping them, like, luxury menswear. Yeah. And through that, I guess I just learned more about the industry and style. I worked my way up. Then I was the head of fulfillment. So I was still on the blue collar. I was like the fulfillment guy. I was the shipping guy.
Warehouse shit.
Yeah, warehouse guy. But I always appreciated, I had an eye for and liked the other stuff. And I always loved the creative side, but I was only on the fulfillment side. And that was really fun and that's something that I take to now because it's like, no, I can set up my own Shopify. I know, like, I used to negotiate rates with UPS. Like, I know that side of the business of logistics. So anyway, I worked my way up. I eventually was an e-commerce. I was a merchandiser. I worked my way up to become a buyer. So I actually used to buy vintage for a luxury menswear brand in Manhattan. And that's kind of was my pinnacle. Like, because I had enough, whatever. They saw that I had a good eye.
Have you been to any of the thrifts here in Nashville?
Not really. So I'm on the eBay, I'm an eBay Goodwill guy.
Depop is a cool spot. Nicky T just buys me random shit. He's like, dude, like we used to do when him and I first started hanging out, like before I became part of Raised Rowdy. I would go over to the house that he was living at, and I'd get pretty high, and then he would just throw me this like Western coat or like this beanie or like this old school like Deftones t-shirt or something, and he would just dress me up. He put me in these ridiculous like Pit Viper, like what was he like random sunglasses. Like he just Nicky T's very in on that. Like he like you and him got to talk about that shit. What's the spot? There's a spot near Party Foul in Donaldson. There's a little fucking shop. I got to send it to you. Ugly Duck Vintage.
Okay.
Is a cool little thrift spot. It's in Donaldson. So it's on this side of town, but a little bit closer in between like Nashville and where we're at right now. But a great little spot. And then East Nashville has a ton
of thrift store there.
Bro, yeah, you gotta pop in there.
I don't have vintage shop money though.
I don't got vintage shop money, but just to look.
But yeah, just to
look, dude. Yeah, I'm just saying, just you as a guy that appreciates.
Yes.
You know, and then you also got to come over to Nicky T's spot and check out some of his shit.
Has he like got a vault?
Bro, we've been talking about doing a Raised Rowdy line, a collection calling it Raised Rowdy Faded.
Nice.
And putting like custom tags on just shit. Like we have bags and bags and bags of stuff. 90s, 80s, early 2000s, like denim shit, artist related stuff. Nikki started buying Django jeans again, like all kinds of just stuff because the 2000s are coming back. Like rock music's back.
Oh yeah, rock is
back, and
back
like
for sure.
The baggy kind of stuff, like the I forget the brand of shirt, but we just ordered some that are like that heavy material.
Yeah.
Like 2000s, like that baggy style of stuff.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's back. Like it's coming back into culture, dude. It's like 90s, 2000s shit is like back. Like how that's why I'm saying too, like your appearance stuff, it's like it's not a bit, but it's like trending your style.
It is
like
happening.
It's
in right
happening.
Now,
You just happen to be this is just how you dress, and it just happens to be happening.
I remember we like in middle school, all my friends were like just wanted to dress like our dads.
Yeah.
that's how so I just never stopped, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's cool. You know Josh Madden?
Oh, very well.
He's a big vintage guy. He's sick.
Yeah, Josh is one of our. Josh is a really good homie of ours, and last time I saw him was actually when he played at the Nail. Yeah,
they've been so cool. You know, they're Maryland guys, the Good Charlotte guys, and I got to hang out with them in LA. They were so awesome. They like them, Shaboozey, Jackson, all these people from Maryland just want to help another Maryland artist. It's so cool. Like, and Josh has been such a champion of mine.
Shit, dude. I love Josh. I love the whole team over there. Good fucking people. I like Josh a lot.
They're awesome.
And yeah,
guys.
Josh has a collection of stuff that I haven't seen, but I know. I know that he's like fashion stuff, like that he's got some stuff. I'm sure he does.
Sent me a box.
Oh, really?
So kind. He sent me a box of stuff he thought I would like.
And you liked it?
Oh yeah, dude. I want to cry because it was so kind. But like, yeah, dude, there was like old Garth Brooks merch in there.
Oh, sick.
I mean, like old Supreme. I was like, what?
Yeah, like that old Supreme shit's like, yeah, he just has it.
Yeah, and he was like, he's like, let me know if I got it right. I was like,
you got it right.
Oh my gosh,
that's awesome.
So
that
cool.
might have to be a content piece that we do with you. Is going.
Oh, that'd be so fun.
Go thrifting with Nicky T.
Yeah,
you and Nicky T thrifting together would be electric, dude. It'd be electric. Last time I went to Ugly Duck, Nick and I ended up we found like old Hinder t-shirts. Like
Hinder's sick.
Yeah, it's the thing. Yeah, dude, and it's just chilling in that shop. And
that guy's vocal, craziest vocal.
Yeah, Austin.
I've ever heard about.
Austin's got a great vocal. Yeah.
You know him?
I know of him.
Oh my god,
we're like a degree of separation. Butt rock's our thing, dude. So cool. We're into the 90s, 2000s rock. Do you follow the butt rock?
I tried to like cover Lips of an Angel. No, tried to, and I was like, I don't know. This like might be an unsingable song. This dude like in the key it's in. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Some guys from Oklahoma, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma boys, yeah.
It's like Maryland. There's something in the water, you know.
Yeah, there ain't a whole lot of water out there. But yeah. There's a lot of sadness in Oklahoma, dude. Honestly, no, and I've talked about it. I've had Wyatt Flores on the podcast, and we talked about how sad Oklahoma is. It's got a history of sadness. Tornadoes run through there. the Trail of Tears stuff. There's a lot of
some darkness,
low income areas. There's a lot of drug abuse out there. There's like there's not. It's one of those places that's kind of desolate unless you're in like OKC, Tulsa, Stillwater, Norman. Like you're in one of like the college towns in one of the major cities.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot going on out there, and that's why you have, I think, Zach Bryan singing the way that he does. You have Turnpike Troubadours. You have Cross Canadian Ragweed. You have guys like Wyatt
John
Flores.
Moreland. I feel
John
like,
Moreland,
right?
another guy at the forefront. The Great Divide. Like you have a whole different that sound that is that Oklahoma sound is one that comes from a dark place. You know, kind of like you guys see stuff on the Bay too.
Yeah,
a longshoreman can tell you some shit. A longshoreman's got some fucking stories, bro.
Oof. Yeah, man. I feel like no, that's cool. I've never been to Oklahoma.
You're gonna go at some point.
I'm opening up our first. I'm opening up for Medium Build.
Oh,
I start next week.
Oh wow.
And our first date is in OKC, so I'm excited to see what's going on out there.
Oklahoma's. I as much as I just said it's like a dark place. Like I've always had a good time when I've gone out there, particularly in Stillwater and Oklahoma City.
Cool.
Oklahoma City is a cool vibe.
Cool.
You'll like it out there. It's just like that Midwest, that just like Great Plains area. That just there's not a lot out there. But you can get some like you go into like the gas stations, like the truck stops in Res Land and like reservation land. You can get some cool stuff in there. Like I've gotten like drug rugs out there, like all kinds.
I'm really fascinated by like that, like the reservation.
Yeah, you're gonna be in that. That's what Oklahoma, Nebraska, South Dakota. That's what that part of the country has. Like,
there's a dude I've been following. One of my I'm really interested in. I've not met him yet, but I'm really excited. His name is Res Coast Grizz. But like, I don't know. I'm really curious about that.
Yeah, hit him up.
About them.
Hit him up. Invite him if he's in Oklahoma. Invite him to a show.
True.
That's the thing, dude.
I gotta find out where he's from.
This platform, you can just look up some people in Oklahoma you find are interesting.
I can hit people up now, I guess.
You could always hit people up, bro. I've always hit people up. That's what you got to do.
I gotta check that out, man.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Well, hey, I appreciate the hell out of you coming on here, and I'm so excited for what's coming and to watch where you were back in the beginning of this year to where we're at now, coming up on the final quarter of it. It's pretty crazy, and it's only going to keep going up, dog. The rocket is still very much. It's not even at full.
Oh, I don't feel like I've gotten anywhere yet.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm closer to the beginning than I am to whatever's to come.
Yeah,
but I'm just trying to be grateful.
That's awesome, man. And people can find you. Got a website? No.
There's I gotta get my domain. It's I remember like a year ago, some dude DM'd me. He was like, "Just so you know, I'm like the Robin Hood of domains. I bought it for you. You just so that no one would take it. I see you're like coming up, but you just let me know and I'll transfer it to you when you need it." And I'm like, "Okay, do you mind holding it onto it?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no problem." So I need to hit up that dude and get my domain back. Then I'll have a website. You're like, yeah, sounds legit. Sounds like he's not gonna charge you. I'm excited to meet this guy, but I have no website, but it's Borchelt, Luke Borchelt.
Yep, and you've got a bunch of songs out on Spotify, a bunch of music to come. Fucking record, dude. I'm so excited.
I was so excited, dude. Because they kept being like, "Oh, what should we do the next single? This." And I was like, "Oh," and they were like, "Let's just drop a body of work." And I was like, "Yes, let's go."
This is what I've been waiting.
I'm putting out an album, man.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna have to like do the singles and the EPs and this and that, and I'm like, we got music. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
Especially coming off the Boozy tour with other touring stuff coming up. Like
Every Rain the album.
Every Rain the album. That's awesome, buddy. Well, Luke Borchelt, I appreciate the fuck out of you, dude. We got a bunch of merch. I got some more stuff in the truck. I know we gave you like the stonewashed hat over there, but any merch that comes in or anything on the website you want, like let us know. And I love your Spotify picture too, by the way. You with the two
strong, right?
Dude, that is strength. That is peak male performance right there. As a Domino's fucking thing pops up.
I have a friend named Joy from back home. She does all my photography. Yeah. Everyone I work with, like from Maryland, and she's just so dope with the film camera.
That's awesome, dude. That's sick. Well, y'all be sure to look up our boy Luke Borchelt. Be on the lookout for Every Rain, the album coming out soon in October. What was the exact date again?
October 18th.
October 18th. So really not far at all.
Man.
Like a couple weeks.
Yep.
Fucking sick.
Yeah, less than a month. I'm a Raised Rowdy artist. First time I ever got on stage in Nashville.
Dude,
Raised Rowdy.
we're happy to have you in our
guys are the
family,
best.
man. You are Raised Rowdy. We love you. Y'all be sure to look up our boy Luke Borchelt, and for more on us, visit raisedrowdy.com. Also check out our friends at Surfside, and go visit the web store for all the merchandise. For my man Luke, I'm Matt Burrill. This has been Outside the Rack.
I ain't never been the kind for staying one place for too long. I ain't never been the best at saying I love you to a girl I love.